everyone. I'm Community Chef Theresa from the Sylvia Center, a nonprofit that specializes in providing hands-on food and nutrition education for young people in New York City and Columbia County. And while our programs are on a break right now as schools are closed here in New York and many other places, I'm going to be creating some video content to share with everyone from my kitchen to yours, some recipes and ideas and activities that you can do with your children while you're home. And so I thought, why not let you get to know me a little bit? So just a little bit about me. I've been a chef instructor with the Sylvia Center for about 10 years now, and it's work that I really, really enjoy doing. Originally, I had gone to college to become an elementary school teacher, and I remember my roommate in my second or third year of college saying to me, you know, you're doing all of these great internships and student teaching, but all you really care about is what you're going to make for dinner when you get home at the end of the day. And that kind of stuck in my head for a bit, and I thought about it quite a bit, and I ended up leaving my education program in order to go to culinary school. So that's how I landed in New York City, because I attended the Natural Gourmet Institute. That was a nutrition and health focused culinary program, which taught me so much. I was 22 at the time, and learning about nutrition was a really empowering experience at that age as I was out on my own, because it enabled me to think about my own ability to take care of myself and to care for my own health. We all have genetic predispositions. We have, things to look out for, things to be careful about in our own health, but nutrition can really be something that you can use to take control over your health. And I just loved that. I thought that was great news, and I was ready to participate in a healthy lifestyle through food, and ready to teach other people about it too. So this, being a chef instructor with the Sylvia Center, is the perfect mix of education and nutrition for me. My favorite thing about cooking and eating is that it's one of these things that we must do as humans. We have to eat. That's actually enjoyable, right? We all have to brush our teeth and drink water and sleep is great, but eating is better. I've always loved cooking and eating. It's one of the most enjoyable things in my day. I think if I'm gonna eat a comfort food, I grew up in an Italian family in Albany, so pasta and tomato sauce is always going to be my sort of go-to favorite thing. And when I'm feeling like I need to eat something healthy, I love creating big salads, and I also really love spicy, brothy soups. And I tend to make those with some more Asian flavors like ginger and soy sauce and sesame. So those are sort of my go-to healthy meals. As a kid, I was surrounded by food. I grew up in a big family. My mom made us dinner every night on a very tight budget. She did a great job with that. And I remember once, I think she left the cream of wheat that she was making for breakfast on the stove, and it was lumpy. And I preferred it that way. I kept asking her to make lumpy cream of wheat from then on out. Whatever, I don't know why. I learned how to cook from my mom and both of my grandmothers growing up constantly. And they were really great resources. I loved being in the kitchen with them from a very young age. So I don't know that there's one specific dish that I remember learning how to cook, but I do remember making a raspberry pie for my grandfather's birthday. And I made it with my grandmother, who was really a wonderful cook. And we picked the raspberries that day, and then we made the raspberries into a pie that evening and made the crust. And that was a really special memory, because I remember my grandfather just being really excited about it, and it came out so beautiful, and it was his birthday. It just felt like a really special thing to do. So that's a memory that I won't forget. 3 ingredients that I always have, well, maybe more than 3. I always have certain ingredients here in my pantry or in my fridge. One of them is, well, I like to keep staples around, so pasta, beans, canned tomatoes, things like that. I usually always have a can of coconut milk on hand for when I want to make some sort of curry or stew. I always have Dijon mustard. I could not live without Dijon mustard. And pickled jalapenos. Those, if I'm running low, a grocery store trip is going to happen soon because I need to have those. Let's see, celebration dish? I've been really into making, trying to figure out different Korean dishes. That's a cuisine that I wasn't familiar with growing up at all, and having tasted it a couple times, I decided that it was a cuisine that I'd like to learn how to make myself. So that's been sort of my special project kind of a dish. And I also really like making Italian food. So I love making pasta dishes, and I love making risotto. And everyone always asks me, what's your signature dish? And truthfully, I just don't have one. It's whatever I'm in the mood for, and it's whatever I can make with what I have on hand. Luckily, I like a huge, broad, diverse number of dishes, so it's not hard for me to come up with something good if I'm inspired to cook that day. All right, well, that's me. You'll be seeing a lot more of me, hopefully, on your Instagram pages. You can always check out sylviacenter.org for recipes and ideas, activities you can do with your kids. Let's keep in touch from my kitchen to yours during this time, and I hope to be cooking with you very soon. Bye.